Welcome to Animated Books for the Blind. This is taking fun books that have humor in them by way of their graphics and then actually reading them so that a blind person can see them. And this doesn't mean reading it with words only. It's describing it. So here is the book. It's All of My Friends Are Dead by Avery Monson and Jory John. It's a really nice yellow book, and it's about a dinosaur. The dinosaur is looking at us sort of perplexed, dazed even, and it's saying, all of my friends are dead. It's a green dinosaur. You can see his little nubby feet. He's a brontosaurus, the plant-eating variety, not the scary kind. Not the T-Rexes, no. This book was actually given to Grandpa from Brian, Blythe, Dakota, and Logan. What a thoughtful present. So that is the name inside of the book. That's the bequeathing. No, the giving of. Anyway, somebody wrote in very tight, beautiful cursive that you don't see nowadays in the upper right-hand corner. All of my friends are dead, says the dinosaur, looking off into space this time, reminiscing. And turning the page, we see an albatross. That is an albatross, isn't it? Or is it the dodo bird? It's a dodo bird. It's a dodo bird. You can tell by its large, bulky head and its curved underbeak and its very short wings. Now, I don't know if that's what a dodo bird actually looked like or not, but this particular dodo bird, we're going to call it, is saying all of my friends are dead, and the my is italicized, which means you emphasize it. All of my friends are dead. And the next page we turn, and there's an old man. And you can tell he's getting old because he's wearing sneakers that he unsnaps with Velcro rather than with ties. Even though that's an option more and more of us enjoy nowadays. You don't have to be old to enjoy Velcro shoes. And he's wearing a cardigan. It looks like a stretched out cardigan. It's blue. Underneath, he's wearing a white button-up shirt. Probably a shirt he wore when he worked in an office or something. And he's got these bent framed glasses on. They look like they've come from another era, or that he sat on them enough to perfection. So they're just bent perfectly. He's wearing them just fine. He's got a full head of no hair. He's got a full beard, and he's bald. And this cardigan, that's blue. It's rolled up at the sleeves, and his shoulders are sort of hunched over. So as people age, their bodies definitely start shrinking. Their bone structures change, and they just become not their full fluffy selves. That's what be gentle with old people. So read this story to somebody that's blind, but also to somebody who is old. You can listen to it, or you can buy the book, okay? So most of my friends are dead. This is the book again by Avery Monson and Jory John. That's a little book plug for you. I'm not charging for that. I'm just doing it because I think the book is fun. Okay, blind people, you're probably getting tired of me talking about myself. So let's get back to the story. The next page we turn, and the old guy is going, whoa. Oh, but I didn't tell you what he was saying, so let's go back a page. He's standing there in his blue cardigan and his black pants. Looks like he might even be wearing some Depends, sadly enough. And he is wearing his little sneakers that are gray with the Velcro. And he's standing there with his bald head and his fluffy white beard and his mangled glasses that have been bent to perfection upon his face. And he's saying just like the dodo bird did, and just like the dinosaur. Most of my friends are dead. Only they had said all. But look, the next page, he has a worried expression on his face. What? Oh, he just got some news. And he looks glum. You can see the expression on his face. Little downturned mouth that cartoonists do. They just turn it down just a little bit. And so we know, we get from that one little thing, oops, something's not so peachy. And then italicized now, emphasizing now all of my friends are dead. And we turn the page. So we've had a dinosaur tell us that his friends are dead, or hers. We had a dodo bird, and we've had an old man say now all of his friends are dead. Here's a tree. Things are looking more helpful for the tree. He says all of my friends are end tables. Turning the page, there's an end table. I was never friends with that guy, says the end table. He's referring to the tree. When we can see him, he's got this face on him that looks sort of unfriendly, like his teeth are sticking out, and he's sort of awkward. He's got one cup of something beside him, so maybe he's living as an end table in a bachelor's pad, because it's very plain. There's not a vase with flowers on it or pictures on the wall. There's just a gray couch. Most likely, the gray couch faces a TV set. So this end table, he's in a bachelor pad, for sure. And turning the page, the tree says, dang it. And the tree had said, all my friends are end tables. It's hopeful it has a friend. And the end table says, I was never friends with that guy. And dang it, says the tree. The tree's a big fluffy tree. And trees can be very competitive for the sun. So yeah, they're not all friendly. Maybe this was a pine table. You certainly wouldn't make an end table like that out of cedar. But trees do compete for the sun, don't they? So we turn the page and we're going, okay, where is this book taking us? Well, the next picture, we are in the North Pole, or the North Pole 20 years ago when the glaciers weren't melted yet. Look at you can see the very, very healthy looking North Pole. This is the year 2015. We've got global warming going on. So these big, huge peaks and stuff and these real tall glacial mountains, those are no more. They're slowly becoming a thing of the past, just like the dinosaur. There's a picture of what looks like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, or the abominable snowman. I think that's what it is. It's the snow monster. And what he's saying is, like, you know the abominable snowman that was in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? It could be Sasquatch, but Sasquatch is in the forest. This one's the abominable. Abominable. I'm going to have to put a link to how to actually say that word in the links below this video for those of you who are helping out with the blind person. Hi, blind person. I can't see you. I did these especially for you because I really love seeing. So this is what, pictured this. Here we are. We're looking at glaciers 20 years ago in the abominable snow monster who's saying all my friends are hoaxes. And we turn the page and there's this guy in a body of water. It looks like it's a deep one because you can see that there's a wave and it's all blue and he's holding his breath under there. He must be really good at holding it. He's holding up what looks like the Loch Ness Monster. It's in one hand, it looks like it's made out of cardboard or cardboard that's been preserved by some sort of hardening material so it will withstand being in the water. But it's this Loch Ness Monster face head on a neck, and then the hump, the distinct hump that we see, or we the living see, or you may have read about, or maybe before you lost your sight, you had heard about the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster is a hoax, and the guy who's like perpetuating it, at least one of them, there's got to be more than one doing the hoaxsters. So somebody go ahead and like ask somebody if you're really interested in the Loch Ness Monster to go ahead and look up more of it for you, and let them describe the videos to you if they want, or if you want. Of course they want to. It'd be fun. Buy them a beer. Break out a bottle of Jameson Scotch or something. Make it a day. So anyway, the Loch Ness Monster guy under there is thinking after the abominable snowman monster is saying all my friends are hoaxes. The Loch Ness guy goes, I sort of resent that. And we turn the page. Oh, and somebody's got another problem with their friends. It's the zombie. He's not worried about his friends being hoax or dead. He's saying all my friends are undead. And he's standing there with his, outer limb on, and that, stiff way their neck is off to the side, and they're green and misshapen and walking around still. All of my friends are undead, he says. Oh, the next page. There's a baker, and he's looking down. He's got 6 buns that are risen. The round kind, that are perfect for dinner rolls. And he says, all my friends are bread. I guess he doesn't have any friends, but bread. He must need them. I made a punny. Do you guys get that joke? Knead, K-N-E-A-D, not need, N-E-E-D. Should I say that joke over again? You got it? Okay, the first time, got it. All right, we turn the page, and there's, ooh, this is a modern thing.